Additional pavement markings, color and purpose. Crosswalks. Crosswalks define the area where pedestrians are to cross the roadway. They exist whether the lines are marked or unmarked. You must stop behind the crosswalk to allow any pedestrian to cross. Whenever you approach any vehicle from the rear that is stopped at a crosswalk, you may not pass that vehicle. Lane controls. As a rule, you must drive your vehicle on the right half of the road. Use only one lane. Do not straddle lanes. On roadways with designated bicycle lanes, bicycles are generally required to stay to the far right side of the right lane. They may use the entire lane to pass another vehicle, avoid objects on the road, and turn left. Restricted lane. One or more lanes may be restricted for special use. Restricted lanes are marked by signs or pavement markings stating that the lane is restricted for special use. There will be a white diamond painted on the road within the lane and/or a sign posted at the side of the road which specifies its use. Examples are transit, bus, and bicycle lanes. High occupancy vehicle lane. These lanes are identified by a white diamond painted on the roadway. Signs will identify the type of vehicle and the number of occupants required per vehicle to use the lane. Reversible lane. Some travel lanes are designed to carry traffic in one direction at certain times and in the opposite direction at other times. These lanes are separated by a barrier or marked by double broken yellow lines. There may be signs posted by the side of the road or overhead. Sometimes special lights are used. Shared center turn lane. These center lanes are reserved for turning and are used by vehicles traveling in both directions. You may turn into or from the road using this lane. You may stop in this lane until it is safe to complete the turn. When a street has a shared center turn lane, you may not turn left from any other lane. This lane is not to be used to pass another vehicle. Unmarked lane. When there are no signs or pavement markings to control the use of lanes, there are rules that indicate which lane is to be used. Drive just to the right of the center of the road. Do not drive on the shoulder of the road. The same rules for passing and turning on marked roads apply to unmarked roads. A solid white line should be crossed only with caution. Solid white edge or fog lines serve as guides, especially at night and in bad weather, to help drivers stay on the road. Solid white lines may also be used to channel or direct traffic into specific lanes or at intersections. A solid white line with a bicycle insignia on the side of the road means that this is an area for bicycle traffic only. Bicycles must travel in the same direction as adjacent traffic. Yellow or white lines in diagonal strips may be used to mark fixed objects or islands in the road ahead. A two-way left turn lane or special lane illustrated here is important to understand. Enter the two-way left turn lane just before you want to make the turn. If you enter too soon, you may interfere with another driver's use of the lane. Use this special lane as a place to wait until traffic clears enough to allow you to complete the desired left turn movement. If a special lane has been provided to make left turns, do not make a left turn from any other lane. Signs or pavement markings warn you that you are approaching a school or school crossing. You must obey a slower speed limit in school zones when children are present, which means children are in a place where they are or reasonably can be expected to be visible. Remember, school hours are not the only time children are present in school zones. The lower speed limit applies anytime children are present. Railroad crossings. Railroad crossings have pavement markings that indicate a large RXR, the letters RR, a no passing zone stripe, and a stop line. Railroad crossing collisions should not happen. When they do, it usually means drivers are not paying attention to signs, pavement markings, and other warnings that tell them a train is coming. Several signs and signals mark railroad crossings. When you see one of them, slow down, look, and listen because you may have to stop. Remember, trains cannot stop quickly. Signs warn you that you are approaching railroad tracks. Look and listen for trains in both directions. Be ready to stop if necessary. You should expect a train on the track at any time, day or night. Never stop on a railroad track. Usually by the time a train sees you, it will be too late for it to stop. When traffic is heavy, wait off the tracks until you are sure you can drive over them without stopping. Watch for vehicles that must stop before crossing the tracks. such as buses, school buses, and large trucks transporting hazardous loads. Flashing red lights at railroad crossings means stop. Stop at least 15 feet from the track when a person or signal warns you a train is coming, you see a train coming, you hear the horn or bell of a train close by. Never start across if there isn't room for your vehicle on the other side of the track. Don't go ahead until you can see clearly in both directions because there may be a second train coming from either direction. Do not go around or under any closed railroad gate. Wait for the gate to raise. Cross only when it is safe.